Introduction. Hello everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to explore the incredible life story of one of the greatest scientific minds in human history, Stephen Hawking. Despite being diagnosed with a disease that doctors believed would end his life within just a few years, he refused to surrender. Confined to a wheelchair and unable to speak without a computer, Hawking changed the way humanity understands black holes, space, and time. His brilliant mind proved that even when the body becomes weak, the human spirit can remain limitless. This is the extraordinary story of Stephen Hawking. A curious child. Stephen William Hawking was born on January 8, 1942, in Oxford, England, during the difficult days of World War II. His parents, Frank and Isabel Hawking, highly valued education and encouraged curiosity at home. Instead of expensive toys, Stephen was surrounded by books, discussions, and a love for learning. As a child, Stephen wasn't considered the best student in terms of grades. In fact, some teachers thought he was simply average. But those who knew him well realized something different. He possessed an extraordinary curiosity about how the universe worked. He loved taking apart clocks and electronic devices just to understand their mechanisms. Mathematics fascinated him, and he often spent hours solving difficult problems simply because he enjoyed the challenge. His classmates nicknamed him Einstein, not because he always had the highest marks, but because everyone could see he thought differently from everyone else. Little did they know that one day, he would become one of the greatest scientists in history. University life. At just 17 years old, Stephen entered the University of Oxford to study physics. Life at Oxford was very different from school. Surprisingly, Stephen didn't spend all his time buried in books. He enjoyed rowing with friends, participating in university activities, and living a balanced student life. Despite studying fewer hours than many of his classmates, his exceptional intelligence allowed him to perform brilliantly in examinations. After completing his degree, he moved to the University of Cambridge to pursue a PhD in cosmology, the study of the origin and structure of the universe. Everything seemed to be going perfectly, but fate had prepared a challenge that would change his life forever. The diagnosis that changed everything. At the age of 21, Stephen began noticing strange symptoms. He frequently stumbled while walking. His speech became slightly slurred, and he struggled with coordination. Doctors performed several medical tests before delivering heartbreaking news. Stephen Hawking had ALS, also known as motor neuron disease, a rare illness that gradually destroys the nerves controlling the body's muscles. The doctors gave him only 2 years to live. Imagine hearing those words when your entire future lies ahead. Stephen fell into deep depression. He questioned whether continuing his research even made sense. But then something unexpected happened. He met a young woman named Jane Wilde. Her encouragement gave him a new reason to live. Instead of giving up, Stephen decided to make every remaining day count. That decision changed history. Defying the impossible as the years passed, Stephen gradually lost control of his body. Walking became impossible. Eventually, he depended completely on a wheelchair. Then, after a serious illness in 1985, he lost the ability to speak. For most people, that would have been the end of their career. But not Stephen Hawking. Using an advanced speech-generating computer connected to a tiny muscle in his cheek, he continued writing books, delivering lectures, and discussing some of the most complicated scientific theories ever imagined. His famous robotic voice became recognized around the world. His body had become weaker, but his mind had never been stronger. Unlocking the secrets of black holes. Stephen Hawking dedicated his life to understanding the biggest mysteries of the universe. One of his greatest discoveries involved black holes. Scientists once believed that nothing, not even light, could ever escape from a black hole. But Hawking made a revolutionary prediction. He discovered that black holes slowly release tiny particles of energy. This became known as Hawking radiation. The idea shocked the scientific community because it completely changed humanity's understanding of black holes. Today, Hawking radiation remains one of the most important concepts in modern theoretical physics. His work brought scientists one step closer to answering one of the greatest questions ever asked: how does the universe truly work? Becoming a global icon. In 1988, Stephen Hawking published a book called *A Brief History of Time*. Most science books are difficult to understand, but Hawking explained incredibly complex ideas using simple language. The book became an international bestseller. Millions of people who had never studied physics suddenly became interested in the mysteries of space and time. Stephen Hawking transformed from a respected scientist into a global celebrity that he appeared in documentaries, television shows, interviews, and even popular entertainment programs. His sense of humor, intelligence, and determination inspired millions across the world. A legacy beyond science. Although Stephen Hawking's body continued to weaken over the years, his passion for discovery never faded. He continued researching, writing, traveling, and encouraging young people to dream big. On March 14, 2018, Stephen Hawking passed away peacefully at his home in Cambridge, England, at the age of 76. Interestingly, he died on Albert Einstein's birthday, a coincidence many people found symbolic today. His ideas continue to influence scientists around the world. More importantly, his life reminds us that our greatest strength does not come from our physical abilities, but from our determination to keep moving forward. Conclusion. Stephen Hawking once said, however difficult life may seem, there's always something you can do and succeed at. His journey teaches us that true greatness isn't measured by physical strength, wealth, or fame. It is measured by courage, perseverance, and the willingness to keep asking questions. Even when life seems impossible, Stephen Hawking may no longer be with us, but his discoveries and his inspiring story will continue to guide humanity for generations to come. Thank you for watching.